This is my boss, Jonathan Hahn, a self-made millionaire. He's quite a guy. This is Mrs. H. She's gorgeous. What a terrific lady. By the way, my name is Max. I take care of them, which ain't easy, because their hobby is murder. Are you sure you don't want me to call the plumber, Mrs. H?
Are you kidding? This is just the sort of thing my mother would have fixed with a bobby pin.
But that ain't exactly what you got in your hand.
Voila. Music to my ears.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And while you're in the mood, I got a slight flick around my TV set and maybe a little
First
adjustment.
things first, Max. Look, it's 10 after 8 in the morning here. That means London is 8 hours ahead of us, so that's 4:10 in the afternoon. I think I'll call Jonathan.
He's through with all his business meetings by now. I'll bet that he's in some smart shop buying you your birthday present.
I can't wait to tell him I fixed the kitchen sink.
A jewelry store in Mayfair or a fur salon in Knightsbridge, which do you think?
I think it doesn't really matter, Max. It's the thought that counts. I beg your pardon? Oh.
Well, he's gotten you everything but the kitchen sink. Maybe he'll get you one now.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Classic line, hand-rubbed body, the fulfillment of every man's fantasy.
My fantasies run in a different direction.
Yeah.
But it is a terrific, terrific automobile.
Mason, what is that man doing?
It appears, my dear Louisa, that he's thinking of purchasing the automobile.
But he can't.
Just what I was thinking.
What if he's already bought it?
Then I'm afraid he won't live long enough to enjoy it. Come along.
Go on. Step on up and get the feel of it. Very comfortable, what? It was made in America for King George V and has just arrived back from the Moscow Art Show.
Introducing them to the joys of capitalism?
No, it is quite a bargain. 20,000.
Pounds or dollars?
Pounds. 40,000 of your American dollars.
Oh, I love it. I adore it. I must have it, dear.
Then I'll buy it for you. Oh, excuse me. How much are you asking?
I'm sorry, sir, but this gentleman has just expressed an interest.
More than an interest. I'm about ready to write a check.
May I inquire as to the amount?
40,000.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Dollars, not pounds.
I'll offer you 22,500.
Pounds?
Of course.
50,000.
Pounds?
Dollars.
27,500.
60,000.
35.
80,000.
80? Your turn, sir.
I think not. Obviously, this gentleman wants the car very badly.
Well, it's not for me. It's a birthday present for my wife.
Well, my compliments to her. I'm sure she should love it.
Mason, you aren't going to let this gentleman steal the car right out from under us, are you?
Oh, no, at $80,000, I'm afraid, my dear, that he is not the thief.
It's a shame that they didn't make two of these. I hope you don't think I'm a heel.
Oh, no, there's no danger of that. I know a heel. This is a heel.
Oh!
Please excuse her. I think that's quite enough, my dear. I'm afraid she is a bit of a soldier.
I can see that.
Good day.
Why did you stop?
We were focusing far too much attention on ourselves. He's obviously a man of means. He'll get the car into the States far more easily than we could.
Well, how do we find out where it's going?
I will ask the man who sold it.
We'll confirm delivery by telex. It should be in about 4 weeks. Oh, here's my card in case you have any questions.
That is perfect. That'll be just in time for my wife's birthday. Thank you very much.
Very fortunate woman.
That's what I keep telling her.
Oh, sir,
Yes?
may I ask, are you by any chance in the rock and roll industry?
Yes, I am.
Yes. That door was supposed to be locked.
It was.
This room is for employees only. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Oh, I'm afraid we can't. I want the name and address of the man who just purchased the car.
That's quite impossible. It's in the tray on the desk.
Thank you so much. Louisa, would you see to it, please? Was it there?
Yes. Pity about that.
Yes. He would have informed the police. You know, California should be very pleasant at this time of year.
I suppose we should have stopped it.
Those weren't our orders.
Well, I hate to see those two just walk away. Nobody figured on a third party buying a car. Did you get his name? Hart. Jonathan Hart. We'll be dropping in on him. I suppose that means I go back to the States. Right. Well, I'd better stay here, tidy up a bit. Keep a lid on things. You can start by removing that bug from the showroom. Done. Keep in touch. Yeah. What if Hart figures out what he's got? I hope he doesn't. For his sake.
Come in.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mrs. H. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you both. Isn't there usually something to go along with that song?
But it's too early in the morning for a cake.
That's not exactly what I was thinking of, Max.
Now that you mention it.
Oh, an invoice? Oh, Jonathan, you gave me an invoice for my birthday.
But it's the thought that counts.
You take the invoice and you exchange it for your present.
Where?
On a dock in San Pedro.
A dock?
I'd like to go with you, but I got this board meeting about the London merger.
Why a dock?
Because it is on a freighter.
If it's coming in on a freighter, it's got to be something big.
How big, Jonathan?
Can I help you, lady?
Yes. I came to pick this up.
3728. Right. Stand right here, please. I think this is it coming off now. The keys are in it. You know, you really going to look terrific sitting on the gas line.
Well, he's done it to me again, Max.
It's just his way of showing how much he loves you.
Oh, sure. Just like when he bought me the pool table. And when he bought me the season tickets to the Rams. Dumb. This is a dumb present.
It must have cost a lot.
That makes it even dumber. Do you know how to crank this up?
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but I learned how to drive a car almost as old as this.
Okay.
Just standard shift, ain't it?
I think so.
Good luck.
Here goes.
Peace.
That's a terrific looking body.
Yeah, the car's not bad either.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. How do you think Mr. H is going to like sleeping alone, Max?
That is really something under there.
When's Jennifer supposed to get home with it?
She should be here pretty soon.
I can't wait to see that car.
Really something. I really appreciate you coming over to check out the Albany. Hello. Oh, hiya, darling. How do you like your present?
I love it. Max loves it. And the repairman would love it if only he had a vacuum pump for it.
It broke down?
You guessed it.
Okay, I'll be right there.
No. A friendly tow truck will deliver us in about an hour. I'll see you then. Bye.
Bye, darling. What took you so long with the tow truck?
The driver didn't want to go fast. He said he was afraid something that old would fall apart.
Are you mad?
No, I was mad, but I'm not mad anymore. I'm too tired to be mad.
Don't hold back, huh? Tell me how much you like it.
About as much as Mrs. Lincoln liked the play.
You kidding?
No, not at all. But it did give me a wonderful idea for your next birthday present.
Yeah?
I'm getting you a pearl necklace.
I get it. You think I bought it for myself?
Oh, well, how did you get that idea?
Jonathan, could you come here a second?
You sure got that pump on there fast.
I didn't get it on at all. It doesn't fit. These are all new parts.
Sure. The salesman told me in London it had been completely renovated.
No, I mean new. Nothing on this car is more than a year old.
I don't understand.
Look, when one of these things is fixed up, we always use original parts. We re-drill them, regrind them, maybe do a little re-welding, but we never use new parts.
What you're saying is,
That you have been taken, Mr. H.
Exactly.
how am I ever going to make it up to you, honey?
Never mind me. Who's going to make it up to you?
A certain salesman in London who's got a lot of explaining to do.
You're a crank, Max.
Come on, Max. You can do better than that.
Where's your zest, your enthusiasm, Max?
I lost it when this car broke down.
One more time, Max.
Okay.
I called the showroom. It was closed. With the change of time, I'll call later tonight.
Bravo!
Author.
Oh. Well, now that it's running, you ought to take her out and show her off. Get her on the open road.
Don't you think that's pushing our luck a little?
Say, you know, there's an old car rally tomorrow at Griffith Park. Why don't you come by, huh?
But this car's a fake.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Why not? As long as you promise to bring the tow truck.
Great. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Larry.
Bye. Hey, Jonathan. I'll show you how the magic works.
Mr. H, what magic?
The magic. Oh, he thinks that beautiful women flock to these antique cars.
Mr. H, do you think that's true?
Beats me, but he thinks it is.
Mr. H, do you think Mrs. H would mind if I took the car out for a little spin, just in the neighborhood? I mean, I wouldn't go too far or anything.
Sure, Max. Be my guest.
Yes, Mason, this is it.
Parks and the woman have just arrived.
We were in Los Angeles and we thought we'd just stop by.
So I could apologize for my unforgivable behavior. It was the disappointment.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
They really wanted the car.
I'm sure you can understand that.
Certainly. How did you feel when your husband gave it to you?
Well, I didn't quite have the words.
Ah, she was thrilled. Elated, ecstatic.
Those are nice words. Not the right words, but nice words.
I don't suppose you'd consider selling it.
Selling? We would pay $100,000 for it.
What?
I believe that would provide you, Mr. Hart, with a tidy $20,000 profit.
It's really not up to me.
You paid $80,000?
In the first place, it's Jennifer's car, and
well, I'd be
any decision
delighted
would be up to her.
sell
But she's
the
only
car.
had it for a few hours, so I'm sure you'd like to have some time to think on it, wouldn't you, darling?
No,
Sure you would.
not at all.
Oh, yes, you would.
Oh, yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Well, you know, I think that we should leave you two to discuss it. I mean, we're here for a few more days. Plenty of time for you to make a decision, Mrs. Hart.
Well, I can promise you that Jennifer will give it every thought, won't you, darling?
I certainly will.
Good. I'll give you a call in a couple of days.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
$80,000.
I can assure you, she'll give it every possible consideration.
I do hope you decide to sell.
So do I.
Thank you, and forgive us for barging in like that.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I haven't got that much time.
You know, she obviously wants to sell, and he doesn't.
So?
Perhaps we have to make the decision for them.
Jonathan, you spent a fortune.
Where you're concerned, no expense is too much.
But you spent too much.
Oh, wait a second. A few years ago, I had $1,200 to my name and an idea about transistors, right?
Right.
Well, now I've got a lot more dollars, and my greatest pleasure is spending them on you, okay?
Okay. But why are you so stubborn about this car?
Because he said he was an expert, right?
Right.
He said he and his lady looked the car over, right?
Right.
Then why didn't this expert spot the fact that the car was a fake?
Maybe he did.
Why would he offer $100,000 for it?
Maybe the salesman in London would know the answer.
Maybe. But they won't be open for 7 hours.
What are we going to do until then? Jonathan.
I sent Max to the movies.
A double feature?
Mm-hmm. It's not so old. As a matter of fact, it's a fake. Well, that'll be fine. I'll look forward to hearing from you. Curiouser and curiouser.
What?
The salesman's gone. The records are gone. All that's left is a very expensive automobile, which Mr. Parks can't wait to buy.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, darling.
A vote of confidence.
I think he's raising his hand.
Hey, get away from that car! Cut. What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, mister. I must have hit a wet spot.
You were moving pretty fast.
I said I was sorry.
Well, just take it easy on this road. Jennifer? Jennifer!
Jonathan.
The guy got away.
Oh,
Oh.
he could have killed you.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm okay.
It's that car. It's that awful car, Jonathan. It's like a curse.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. I can't think about anything else.
Jennifer.
Jonathan, you've got to get rid of it. And now.
Jennifer.
I don't care what you do to it, Jonathan. I don't care if you bomb it or burn it. Just get rid of that lethal lemon.
You'd do anything in the world for me, wouldn't you?
Yes?
I mean, I would do anything in the world for you.
Why do I get the feeling I'm just about to be sold the Brooklyn Bridge?
It's just that I want to find out why this car is in such demand. Once I find that out, I'll get rid of it. I promise you.
Promise.
Promise.
Promise me again.
I promise you, okay?
Because I warn you.
Yeah?
I look lousy in a black veil. What did Lieutenant Moss have to say?
Well, he said he'd do what he can, but not to expect too much.
How do I look?
Like something out of Currier and Ives.
No. Do up the rest of my laces, will you?
Sure.
Tell me once again why we're doing all this.
Well, one is I promised Larry. And two is I always wanted to see you in a corset.
Oh,
And three is I'll bet you $10 our London friends show up.
really? What makes you so sure?
Like Ruth and Naomi. Where we goest, they go.
I assume you have a plan.
Divide and conquer.
Oh, you mean you go off with Mr. Parks and I...
That's not the kind of division I had in mind.
Gaining information through feminine wiles.
You read my mind.
Well, what if Mr. Parks becomes more interested in my chassis than the Albany's?
Then you fend him off and call for replacements. That's what you do.
What guarantee do I have that Miss Louisa will do the same?
Because she'll be wearing the same kind of armor as you.
Just don't carry a can opener.
Word of honor.
Hey, Hans!
Larry,
Magic!
that's my idea of happy motoring.
Psst. Look what's coming to town.
Remember, divide and conquer.
Just don't divide too far, darling.
Isn't it a beautiful day?
And isn't it a beautiful collection of cars?
Is one of them yours?
We borrowed a 1914 Model T from a friend.
Would you like to take a look at it?
I'd love to. I've been looking for one to go with the Albany.
Well, we were hoping it would replace the Albany.
Sorry, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Well, perhaps while your husband is looking at the Model T, you and I could discuss it.
Fine. Have a nice time, darling.
Thank you.
Would you like a glass of champagne?
Thank you.
It is amazing the condition these cars are in.
You're in pretty good condition yourself.
Well, I have a few years to go before I'm as old as this Model T.
May you spend them all in the driver's seat.
Thank you for the thought.
Mr. Hart,
Please, call me Jonathan.
Jonathan, when my father was a young man, he spent hours in the pouring rain. He wanted to see King George V, who was driving by in the Albany, which you now own. If I had that car, It would be like having part of my father back again. Can you understand that?
I'm all for the family staying together. But like I said, it's up to my wife.
Oh, well, she's a sensible woman. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
I mean, you're a sensible woman. I'm sure you'll listen to reason.
Charlie.
I mean, I understand how you feel about the car.
Oh, it's not the car. It's all the trouble Jonathan went through to get it for me. You see, he's always trying to find something unique for me. I'm afraid this time he outdid himself.
But to be quite frank, I would have expected him to buy you something more intimate, jewels, furs. I mean, there's a lot you could get with $125,000.
It's amazing how the price of the car keeps going up.
Until you hear the figure you like.
Oh, I couldn't do that to Jonathan. He'd never forgive me.
Jonathan, may I come straight to the point?
Please do.
Obviously, the money involved in the Albany isn't any consideration for you. So, what if we traded for something that money can't buy? Something priceless?
Such as?
Me.
That is getting straight to the point. Louisa, I'm a very happily married man.
Oh, well, you'll still be married, only much happier.
That is the nicest offer I've had in a long time.
Well, then.
I'm sorry. You'll have to talk to my wife. How'd you do?
Parks offered me $125,000. How'd you do?
Louisa offered me Louisa.
I turned Parks down.
That's nice.
Jonathan,
Oh, I'm kidding.
they're stealing our car.
Mason, hurry up.
My dear, I'm hurrying. Give me more gas.
But do something.
Don't worry. They can't go anywhere.
They will as soon as they get it started. Jonathan, do something.
Not without the distributor rotor, they won't.
Oh.
Oh, my, the Harts have spotted us.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Jonathan, they're getting away.
Oh, no, they're not. Ignition. Let's go. We're gonna find out what they want with this car.
Jonathan, is that champagne?
Yes, sweetheart, but not a very good vintage. Get it back on the road.
I think it's safer on the shoulder.
Faster. Can't you get the thing to go any faster?
We're not rolling backwards.
Best it'll do?
Better than I'll do at 63. You know what the problem is?
No, what?
This car was not designed to go uphill.
Darling, you're absolutely right. Pardon me.
Hi, sailor. Say, do you know how to fix a tire on one of these things?
No, but I sure bet I'm gonna learn.
They blew it. Twice. I'm afraid I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands. Yeah, I know the implications. I don't think we have any choice. We're running out of time. Yes, I accept the responsibility. I'll be in touch.
Do you think they'll be back again?
Beats me. You gotta figure that the police are looking for them.
So maybe they left town.
Maybe. They want that car.
Why? It's a fake, worthless.
The car is. Maybe something else isn't.
For instance?
Whatever's hidden in it.
Oh. Like the French Connection?
Yeah. Yeah, like the French Connection. Max, that friend of yours that has the garage,
Charlie Marshak? The place with the after-hours crap game?
you think he'd loan it to us for a while?
Sure, if he ain't got a game tonight. Are we really gonna do this?
What are you worrying about?
Well, if we can't put it back together again, I'll never find out if Larry was right.
What?
About the magic.
What's he talking about?
I'll explain it to you later. Shall we?
You are able to put it all back together, aren't you?
I hope so.
But you said you were sure you could.
I thought that the instruction book was in the trunk.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Oh, he'll figure it out, Max, won't you, Don?
Sure.
Sure.
As soon as I decide where to start.
While you're deciding, how about if I go out to get some sandwiches? Huh?
That's a great idea, Max.
Terrific.
Max, while you're out there, why don't you get a book on how to reassemble the car?
Mr. Rage.
Now, Max, he was a child genius with the Rector sets. Bring back some pastrami sandwiches. And
On rye?
Yeah. Some soft drinks and whatever you think's good.
You know, maybe the instructions are attached to one of these parts.
Well, let's look again. Well, now that's funny.
What?
Look at this. That looks like the Greek alphabet.
Yeah, so what?
That's a delta.
Oh, there's another mark. Look at that.
It's a theta.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, you remember that piece I did on Greco-Roman architecture? The masons would carve the letters on the stones. Two stones with the same letter would fit together. What are you laughing about?
You amaze me. You constantly amaze me.
With any luck, I always will. Let's see if we can find some more of these letters. No.
Here's one.
No, that's a theta. This is a delta. That's a delta. That fits. Look, it fits.
Yeah, that tire goes up there. Come on. There.
Okay. Now, these little marks up on top, there's a chi, which is, it's an X, an X. You got one on there?
Got it.
Huh. All right. Good. Perfect. Now, the top one is that's a lambda. It's like a V upside down.
V.
Upside down.
There.
Yeah. Bravo. How are your jigsaw puzzles?
Not very good unless I look at the picture.
Darling, the hood must fit right here. It's got the right markings. Do you think the Museum of Modern Art would be interested in it?
Sure isn't any Rembrandt.
Why don't you try turning on the ignition?
Other wheel. Bring it back the other way.
Hello, Memorial Hospital. Nurse Ames speaking. Attention. Attention. Visiting hours will be over in 15 minutes, please.
Memorial is halfway across town.
Transwest 123, you're cleared for landing on runway 09.
The airport must be 25 miles from here.
Pack World 78 will have you cleared for takeoff.
Moscow.
Hold your position.
What?
The car salesman said that this car has been at the Moscow Art Show. They put this thing together. Sweetheart, we're looking at the world's most advanced bugging device.
Very good, Mr. Hard.
And just who are you?
Don't be upset. I'm on your side.
CIA?
You were the guy in that van last night.
I couldn't let you catch Parks.
Who is he, a Soviet spy?
Both of them.
Why didn't you arrest them?
We knew they'd done something to that car in Moscow. We didn't know what.
They were converting it into this.
Mm-hmm. And we planned on letting them get it back again and then seeing what they do with it.
And in the meantime, you let us hang out there like a couple of pawns?
Harsh, but accurate. If you'll give me a moment to notify my superiors, we'll get this whole matter settled.
Darling, how do we keep getting involved in these things?
Excitement. Romance. That's why we got married.
Maybe we ought to think about growing old quietly.
I'm afraid you won't be growing old at all.
What?
It would have been so much easier if you could have sold it to us.
I told you we should have taken their offer.
When you're right, sweetheart, you're right.
What happened to the CIA man?
Temporarily indisposed.
I suppose when it's reassembled, you're going to take it on a tour of our military installations?
You see, he's smart as well as pretty. Such a shame.
Would you mind moving away from the car, please? Over there.
Jonathan?
Jennifer? Get easy.
Oh,
You all right?
are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure you're all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonathan.
It isn't my birthday.
I know, but I just thought I'd get you something in advance.
Well, if you got me something in advance, it must be something really great.
It is. Look at that.
A fur coat. You remember when we were in Oslo and I saw these coats on the guys there, how great they looked? I would never have thought of something like this for myself. This is beautiful.
Oh, you're not serious.
Well, it's a little tight in the shoulders, but I think with a fitting it might be okay.
Jonathan, that's not for you.
No?
No.
I got it. It's for you. You bought it for yourself, huh?
That's it.
Well, if you're real nice to me, I'll let you borrow it Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Jonathan.
I might even throw in Sundays.
Jonathan, you're doing it to me again.
You know something?
What?
That's all I think about.